now I know how to beat him up for 3 minutes and backing off.
Being on stage is pretty exhilarating, man. It gives you something of a high. Being on stage.
When you got off stage, what did you feel?
When I got off stage, I felt that I needed to get back on stage.
Really?
Yeah.
Now, where did you rehearse this?
In Vegas. In the MGM Grand.
And how many times did you rehearse this a week before you shot it for HBO?
Wow, we did it for a long time, and then they said, let's go to Broadway. First they took us to Broadway, and then once we did it on Broadway, they said, let's shoot it here, and then we shot it there.
How long was it on Broadway for?
I think we did 2 weeks. Yeah, 2 weeks on Broadway.
And would you switch the stories up every night, or did you stay to a...
Sometimes I'll switch them up.
Because something else pops up.
Yeah.
Sometimes you're in between two stories, and you got the two stories, but there's a bridge between those motherfucking stories that'll make those stories so much motherfucking better.
Changes.
Just one little bridge.
Always
changing. And how did you feel when you got off stage? Were you tired? Were you vulnerable?
No, I thought it wasn't long enough. I need to get back on there again. I wanted to be out there. I wanted the people to see me. I wanted them to applaud more and stuff.
And how long would you do? How long was the original?
Listen, I used to do it twice a day. I did it twice a day in Europe. I did it twice a day in some shows.
And who wrote it with you?
My wife wrote it.
No shit. And you just told her the stories.
I told her what happened. At first she said, whoa, I don't want to talk about that. You think you really want people to know that? I said, no, baby, everybody know. If I lie, people out there will say, you're lying motherfucker. They know. Everybody know what happened. So I had to tell the truth. Everybody knows. No one could come up and say, hey, that's bullshit. Because everybody know that really what happened.
You didn't care like me. I don't give a fuck what gets out. I put it all out there, man.
Everybody knows. I just never, I told everybody before. I just never told nobody on stage like that. But everybody knows.
I was telling Lee yesterday, the other night, to get on stage. And sometimes Lee might feel like I'm bullying him or whatever, but what I'm trying to explain to Lee is the more you go on stage, the more you peel the layers off. 100%. I can make you go up there and talk shit for every night for a year until one night you're fucking dying, and all of a sudden, you start talking about fuck this. So let me tell you what I saw when I was 4. I was walking down the block and I saw a dude stab another dude. And all of a sudden the crowd is silent. But all of a sudden you just took off your shirt. You just put your heart in their hands. And that's a weird... it took me fucking 11 years of comedy to even think of putting prison, drug addiction, the pain I had growing up, finding my mother dead on the fucking floor when I'm going to hit an acid. It took years for me to come up on stage and get the balls to say that because I didn't think it was interesting. I thought that everybody took these lumps as a child.
That's what I always thought too. And I thought everybody kept it. In fact, I thought everybody felt dirty about it. I used to feel dirty with my childhood was that I was poor. I felt real bad about that. It was just really bad. It was like, no, this is never going to turn out good. There's no way I was going to become this guy that I am now. It was just really bad.
For how long didn't you feel it? For how long did it take you to not feel the real Mike Tyson? Like for me, I was 44 years old when I felt who Joey Diaz was. Jose, like I've broken this into 3 chapters, Mike. My birth name is Jose Antonio Diaz. That's my motherfucking slave name. That's what they gave me before they put me on this ship. My street name is Coco Diaz. And my name today is Joey Diaz.
Right.
And I've had to, for me to keep going, I've had to break this up into 3 characters to understand who the fuck made me. Do you feel that way? Like at one time you were Little Mike, Tough Mike.
Dirty Mike.
Dirty Mike. Okay, you were Dirty Mike. And then you became the undisputed champion of the fucking world.
That's a real trip.
Then you became Dirty Crazy Mike.
Now you just became a fool.
Then you became Nasty Mike.
Yeah, a fool,
Nasty
man.
Mike. The West Wind of NWA. You know what I'm saying? Like you were in NWA.
I gotta really say, when I was champ, I really didn't hurt anybody but myself, really. We just had a lot of fun. I bought a lot of cars for people and girls and stuff. And we spend our money on boats and cars, houses, playing whatever.
And you didn't give a
and
fuck.
traveled, yeah.
You didn't give a
fucked.
fuck where the next dollar was coming from. You knew it was coming.
It was coming hard.
And if it
too.
didn't come, you could still rob it.
No, it wasn't about rock.
No.
We were
in the
making
back of your mind.
25, 30 million a wop, man. So,
Oh,
you know what I
wow.
mean? Yeah, we make 90 a year. So we were just going crazy.
$90 million. When did the blow come into this? How old?
I ain't started using blow to what? 2006 probably.
Oh, okay. That came later. When you were champion
Yeah.
on everything.
Yeah.
Did you, when you were growing up being Dirty Mike, did you think drugs were going to be a part of your life? Or
None.
when you were hanging out with Cuss, it was the farthest thing from your motherfucking
When I was
mind.
hanging out with Cuss, yeah, but drugs always been a part of my life.
Parents?
I stopped. Yeah, my mother was alcoholic. My father was a drug addict and stuff. Alcoholic. He was a player and stuff. So I always did drugs, but I wanted to do boxing so bad. I gave all that stuff up.
And you really respected yourself. And you never thought you'd do drugs again. While you were knocking motherfuckers out at 20.
No, I always said, God, I want to smoke a joint.
Oh, you did at least want to smoke a
I
joint.
wanted to smoke a joint, but I was drinking like a fish though. So my mind works like this. This is how my mind works at 10, 9, 11, 12, 13, 14. This is how my mind. Listen, I'm not going to do weed and no more drugs. No why? Because that's illegal. But I'm going to get drunk like a motherfucker. I was an alcoholic my whole career. Oh, man, blazing, fucking full-blown alcoholic.
What
my whole
about during
career.
training camps?
No, I didn't do none of that stuff during my training. But listen, after fights, I'm a monster. Right to the bars.
For how long?
Huh?
How long would you go after your
Until we got the next fight and I start training again.
You were saying something before that was interesting. Here you are going in against fucking champions and beating people up. Now you have to. I consider when I go up on stage that I'm going up in front of a mirror. And that's why you get those nerves sometimes. You were saying that before you got on stage, your nerves would be out of fucking control and you needed to get blasted. Why?
No, I just have to be. I'm not comfortable enough with myself being sober and performing like that in front of other people. I have to get stimulated.
What kind of pre-show stimulation did you have?
You know, you shadow box, smoke a little joint like an hour before, 15 minutes, 30 minutes before I get on stage.
And how loose did it make you feel?
Yeah,
on
I'm just
stage?
ready to go. I'm pretty uninhibited.
We're going in like fucking Marines, you understand me?
Welcome to church, motherfucker.